When I tell people that I'm working on writing a Greek myth-based duology retelling that focuses on the character Atalanta, some of you mythology buffs out there would probably ask the question, well, which Atalanta? And this is a very interesting question because technically there are two versions of Atalanta in Greek myth. There's one who stems from Arcadia. Her parentage is Iacchus and Clymene, and she's the one who ties into the voyage of the Argos, so Jason and the Golden Fleece, a famous wrestling match, the Caledonian boar hunt, these big sweeping feats. So she is not only an athlete, but she's kind of this warrior archetype. Now, on the other side of things, there's the other Atalanta, whose father comes from the land called Boeotia, and he is Schoenius. And in this one, she's famed for her foot race. And you think of the foot race with the golden apples and how the goddess Aphrodite intervenes for this young man called Hippomenes. And so there are two different distinct versions of an Atalanta. They would have probably lived about 10, 15 years difference between them, maybe a little bit more, depending on myths and the chronological timeline. But what I find fascinating is that either or both Atalantas kind of fill the gap of this female heroine, which in a patriarchal society is almost non-existent in their myths. And so you have two different women, both with the same name. It means, Atalanta means equal in weight. So you have this woman that is equal to men in athleticism and fierceness and things that weren't necessarily attributed to women. They come from very different backgrounds, but yet they share a lot of similarities. Both of them chose the goddess Artemis as their patroness. Both of them have stories about being abandoned on mountains and being saved by Artemis in some ways. Both of them, again, are athletic and deal with these kind of more masculine traits, at least in terms of what the ancient Greek people viewed. And they're both very notable. Yet it is very interesting that they have completely different backstories and are attributed to very different feats of the Greek mythos. Now, with that said, there is probably some argument that maybe one inspired the other and the name was then applied to a whole new character being developed at a different region at a different time of ancient Greece, or maybe there were two Atalantas from the start. It is interesting. I used them to kind of merge them together to tell one giant story of Atalanta, which I can't wait to share with you in the next year or so.